Yo, 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 what's going on? What's going on? It's Sunday, man. I know you guys out there getting ready to prepare for your NFL. Um, I got to really dig into it too, man. I know, right? Hope you all had a good day yesterday. I hit my doubles, didn't hit the cash line for some reason. If I would do a better job of listening to myself, practicing what I preach or whatever you want to call it. I really touched on Terry Rozier yesterday. I knew he'd be aggressive for this game, but I watched this game and he was definitely aggressive. I wish I would have played. You know, I wish I would have played him, but I did hit my 50, hit my double up, so I'm cool on that. Another thing to note about that game, I've been looking at it. Charlotte, especially with the guards and the forward spot, I think I think we could just attack them. So that's something to just keep in mind. They looked horrible, man, defensively. So you know the drill. If you like this video, like and subscribe. I don't know where I'm at. I think I probably need about 5 more subscribers to get to 500. I'm looking for that milestone. But as far as this slate, we got 7 games slate, and it was looking sexy for a minute. Then it start as I was going over it. Then it doesn't look sexy. Then it does. So let's just jump right into it and see what we got, man. Now, starting off first game here as the Washington Wizards versus Brooklyn. Hopefully, Washington can keep this game close. We know Washington can put up some points. That might be just enough to keep this game close. What injuries we should have Westbrook coming back. Everybody looks healthy, man. You know all the usual suspects look healthy outside of the guys that's been out like Dinwiddie and Nicholas Claxton. So on the Washington side of things, you know we getting Westbrook back. He's going to be ultra aggressive. He's averaging a triple double a game. And he's had a triple double every game this year. I don't know if the rebounds will be there. They'd probably be there. He has rebound against some of the best teams. So I wouldn't put a triple double past him. For all my guys that's betting on sports books, betting those triple doubles, I know y'all don't notice. Uh, Bradley Beal, he's definitely in play. He's gonna take some shots. Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, those are the usual suspects. Thomas Bryant, guys like that. Karis LeVert, somebody I won't be on Draftkings at that 6,500. Of course, he could go out. He could go off. He's priced at on Fanduel. Karis LeVert is priced at 6,500, so they're priced the same. In this slate, I probably can find somebody else. But like I said, he could go off at any time. This game should be, man, fantasy goodness. A lot of shoot, a lot of bricks and whatnot. The main two guys are probably the guys that I'll be looking at within Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Another interesting play here is Joe Harris. Joe Harris is 5,700 on DraftKings, but if I was to go to him, I would play him on FanDuel where he is 4,500. He's getting all the minutes, at least 30 minutes a game. The shots are there. He's hit, in the last 3 games, it looks like he's getting more comfortable and more comfortable. 30 fantasy points each game. On FanDuel, it looks like a fairly decent play. The shots, he's taking at least 10, 11, 12 shots a game. The three-pointers are there for my guys who's betting the 3 points. He's hitting at least 2 or 3 a game. Half of his shots, or either more than half of them, are coming from the 3-point line, so he's somebody to consider. The young guys at Visa, somebody who I talked about on my last time they played. If he could give you double digit points, he can't. He does a little bit of everything, man. So he's 5,300 on DraftKings, but he's 4,400 on FanDuel. So that's a cheaper option right there. Um, And then Rudy Hachimura, he's he's he just got back. I don't know what his minutes will be looking like this game, but we know he's one of their main guys. He's a part of what they do over there. So keep an eye out on him. He's 5,200, and I think he's 55K on Fanduel. Yeah. Where did he go? Where did he go? Yeah, he's 5K on Fanduel. And like I say, on the Brooklyn side of things, another thing that I want to point out was Kyrie Irving. He's not going to continue to shoot like this. 6 for 21. He put up 43 fantasy points, of course, but 6 for 21. He's not gonna continue to do this, man. So keep an eye out on him. He's 9,500 on FanDuel. He's 9K on DraftKings. I do like targeting guards against Westbrook. Don't be surprised if Kyrie Irving goes crazy today. Last time he had anything over 40 fantasy points was this 61 right here. That's when he hit 13 shots. Going up against Boston, that's when he hit 13 shots. You know, a few more rebounds and assists. He would have had a monster game. But 60 is a monster game. But like I say, keep an eye on him, man, because a game like this, they play no defense over here in Brooklyn. I wouldn't even mind if you stacked him and KD up. You know, if you're thinking about going to Westbrook, and then you could probably take the under on Westbrook and go to Kyrie. He is going to blow up one of these games. Don't be surprised if it ain't today. Moving over to the LA Lakers and the Memphis Grizzlies. On the Lakers side of things, these two guys they blew up yesterday. I think they had 60 apiece. LeBron has 62. Anthony Davis has 62 as well. So they were twinning yesterday. You'll get LeBron James on FanDuel for 10-4. That's a nice price tag. And you'll get Anthony Davis for 10K. That's a nice price tag considering they want to stay aggressive. Anthony Davis took 26 shots yesterday. Last game. Going up against San Antonio, you know they're always in play. It's either you do or don't. Jonas Valanciunas, somebody who I've been talking up, he hasn't been balling like I want him to ball. His prices came down drastically not drastically, but to a reasonable price on FanDuel. He's 7,200. Don't get me wrong, he's in play. He's in play against this Lakers team. If they're gonna win, they're gonna need all these guys. So I don't mind going back to the well, but it might be better options that I might want to consider. Shorter, I like him more on FanDuel where he's 6,200, I believe. He's someone that I like to play. Keep an eye out on the rest situations between LeBron James and Anthony Davis. It's not a back-to-back, I don't believe, and that's just something I had to point out. Shorter is under 6K on FanDuel. He's another guy. He's going to give us a 45 to 50 bomb one of these games. Just got to be there for it. Man. I like Shorter tonight. I like him even more if LeBron James is out because then he gets the bulk of the ball handling duties and stuff like that. So really give him a chance to go out. You're going to have injuries. We have to check on the status of Caldwell Pope. That's just about it for me on the Lakers side. Probably Montrezl Harrell or Kyle Kuzma if LeBron James happened to sit this one out, but my main focus if LeBron sits this one out would be Dennis Schroeder on FanDuel. On the Memphis side of things, look, last game they had Brandon Clark playing the power forward spot. He started at the power forward spot. Did okay. Had 28 fantasy points. Wouldn't be surprised if they go back to that again. I don't know if I'll be on him. I don't know what his price tag is on Fanduel. I really need to know that. Let me see. Brandon Clark should be about 5K, 6K, 4,800. So he's somebody to consider. I forgot to touch on Marc Gasol. If this game decides to stay close for some reason, and if I was decided to pull it because Joe Val is a big guy, so they probably could use Gasol to slow him down. Joe Val is a really, really big guy. So two big guys down there, David and Goliath, let them go down there and smash it out. That's somebody that you could probably consider. He's probably on. I probably would play him on Draftkings if I did two centers. You can play two centers over there, and then the usual suspects: Kyle Ennis, Dylan Brooks. These guys are going to do the heavy lifting. It looks like Kyle Anderson's doing. He's playing like the point guard role right now. 18, 11, 5. He can do it all though. Then you got Dylan Brooks. He's going to shoot. We know that. He's going to shoot. Going up against Charlotte. They played Charlotte last game. That's what I was saying. Charlotte, you could target. It looked like we could target Charlotte with the guards and the small forwards and things like that. It looked like we could target them. But those are the guys. They're going to be shooting. They're going to get DeAnthony Melton back, too. I forgot about that. DeAnthony, what's his name? I think it's DeAnthony Melton, or whatever his name is. Where is he? Right. They're going to get him back. He's at 3,700. He might be on a minutes limit, but it's another guard thrown into the mix. So as far as the value guys like Desmond Bain and Tyus Jones, they might as well welcome DeAnthony Melton to the mix. Somebody who would probably be starting in the absence of Ja Morant. So keep that in mind. And if they for so happen to start Brandon Clark, Gorgie Jing, he's a little rock. He's a rock, man. I like Gorgie Jing, especially when he gets to start. He's a center eligible on DraftKings, 3,900. Looks like he does the backup. He'll probably back up to 4 and back up to 5. Last two games, he had 30 fantasy points. He can put some fantasy points up in a hurry, probably over a fantasy point a minute. And like you say, 22 minutes against Charlotte, 30 fantasy points. 24 minutes against Boston, 30 fantasy points. 14 minutes against Brooklyn, 18 fantasy points. So he's a cheaper option if you really, really want to dig deep. Moving on to the next game, Denver and Minnesota. Denver took a hard loss last game to Phoenix, I believe. Cat still out. Michael Porter is going to be out for a couple weeks, I believe. Yeah. So, or we just got to monitor that situation, but he's going to be out. And any more injuries on this side of Koji? He's been out for a while. Noel and whoever he is. So, Nikola Jokic, he got into foul trouble last game. Definitely a smash spot right here for him. Just go ahead and plug him in. I wouldn't be mad. Just do it. I'm probably going to do it. Not going to think twice about it. Jamal Murray should get more shots. 7,200 on DraftKings. He is 7,300 on FanDuel. I wouldn't mind if you was to stack these two. Murray took 22 shots last game. No Michael Porter Jr. Man, definitely, he's definitely in play. And then for the rest of these guys, those are the only two guys that I'll probably be looking at. But I could tell you that Monte Morris, he is still getting minutes, and he's getting. It's only 2 games this season. He hasn't played 30 minutes. he's getting a decent amount of shots every game. So at 4,600, he's priced similarly. I think on 4,400 on DraftKings, he's somebody that you can look at too, going against this Minnesota team. You know, yeah, especially in blowout concerns. And on the on the Minnesota side of things, I was pretty high on Ricky Rubio. He just disappointed me last game against Washington. The whole damn Minnesota team disappointed me. Him, D'Angelo Russell, and everything. I really thought that Ricky Rubio would have a better game than he had. But you know, you got Nas Reed. He did show up. He had 31 fantasy points. He has a tough task going against Nikola Jokic tonight. I don't just hope he can stay out of foul trouble. I probably won't be going nowhere near Nas Reed, even though I like centers. I don't mind targeting centers against Jokic, but I don't know what if Nas Reed could really, really, really hang. I don't think he's crafty enough. But anything can happen. And then at that price, 5,500, it's just a no for me. Anthony Edwards, he's getting all the minutes. He's probably getting, he's getting a decent, fair amount of minutes. I wish he was getting more. This team is horrible. He should be getting more minutes. He should be getting 30 minutes a game. Your number one pick. Ricky Rubio, you can go back to him. I mean, he's only 5K, but it's probably going to be a no for me after that performance that he threw up. And, Malik Beasley, old squad. He's didn't play. He gets buckets. We know he could play. If I probably was to go anybody, I might just go ahead and settle for Malik Beasley if I was to pick anyone from over here. You'll get Beasley for 5,200 on Fanduel. And that's about it. I didn't touch on Will Barton. He's just, and this is the type of game that he probably would go crazy. So this last game going against Phoenix, Phoenix have been pretty good defensively. The minutes are there. So I might have to reiterate that. I think I do like Barton. So he's 5K on FanDuel. He only took 7 shots last game. They happen to beat up on these Minnesota Timberwolves. You better believe Barton is going to take him some shots. This is a feel-good, a get-right spot for him. So I would probably, I would say he's in play. Yes, he is. Yep. Yep. Even a stack. You could triple stack them. Yep. Jokic, Barton, and Murray. Going on over to the Utah and San Antonio Spurs game. Big win for Utah last game. They beat it. Did they win that game? Yeah, they did. They won that game. Rudy Gobert was in foul trouble. Then, you got your usual suspects, Gobert, Mitchell, Conley, Bogdan, Ingles, and Mr. Sparkplug himself, Jordan Clarkson. Going up against San Antonio, a faster-paced team. They've been playing fast lately. Aldridge hasn't been playing. He ain't played the last 2 games. We won't see Derek White. And Royce O'Neal's questionable. Derek Favors questionable. So we have to see what's up with those injuries, those Q tags on these players. First person I want to touch on is Donovan Mitchell. He had a tough matchup last game. They pulled it out. Good for them. He's been taking before last game, he took 23 shots each game. The minutes are there. He's playing like 35, 36 minutes a game. Like I said, tough matchup last game. I don't know who was guarding him. You'll get him at 8K on FanDuel. He needs a blow-up game. This could be one. He could be back in line for those 23 shots. So at 7,100 and probably a no for me on FanDuel at 8K, but 7,100. He's definitely in the consideration. Mike Conley, been playing great. Somebody who I can't stand. This motherfucker been playing good. 6,900 on Fanduel. You'll get him at 6,600, bro. The minutes are there. He's been healthy so far. Hey, I don't mind the play. Rudy Gobert, he could end up smashing in this spot. 7,200 on Fanduel, on DraftKings. On Fanduel, he is 7,800. I don't see him getting in foul trouble this game. He's had 40 fantasy points each and every game with the double-double. I don't see him, like I said, I don't see him getting in foul trouble. I really, really like the play. So I don't mind if you fire him right on up. Lovely price on DraftKings. He had a little bit over 35 will get you 5 times for him on DraftKings. He's been averaging like 40 fantasy points before last game. And Bogdan Bogdanovic and Joe Ingles. Joe Ingles had a good game last game. 31 fantasy points, a little bit of everything. 11, 8, 7. He just had his hands in some of everything. It's a cheap option. If he can get on the roll, the minutes is always there for him. If he can get on the roll, then his minutes will stay solidified around that 30-minute mark. Jordan Clarkson, we know he's somebody who can get hot. But like I say, these main three right here, I like those guys. On Utah side, look, you're getting. I mean, on the San Antonio side, you're getting DeJounte Murray at 6,700 on DraftKings, a fairly decent price. I probably don't want to go there though. But DeMar DeRozan, he's the one that's been on fire. He's been taking the shots. He's been making the shots. He's been efficient. All games, probably except for the one against New Orleans. I don't know what happened there, but man, still get him under 8K. On FanDuel, you'll get him at 8,500. So it looks like the play for DeMar DeRozan is on DraftKings. So, man, I don't mind the play, man. You could just fire him up. I don't mind the play. Probably my favorite. He is my favorite play from this side. I always talk about my boy Keldon Johnson. Going up against the Lakers, he had himself a ball. 26-10, 7-11 from the field, 5-9 from the 3-point line. He had a double-double. Second year, man, I love this kid, man. He's gonna be good, man. You just gotta catch him right. He's still under 6K on FanDuel. Him and DeMar DeRozan are my favorite play from that side of the game. And moving over to the Dallas and Chicago, Luka Doncic. It's got a Q tag. We just got to play the wait and see game. Larry Markkinen, Thomas Satoransky, Maxi Kleber has a Q tag, and Ryan Arcidiacono, he's out, along with Chandler Hudson as well. Interesting game here. My Chicago Bulls, I'm from Chicago. My Chicago Bulls, we don't play no defense. What you see is what you get from us. So we're gonna start with the Dallas side of things. Luka, he's in a smash spot if he plays. That's it. That's all. He bounced back for the people. Last game he almost had 60. He's pricier. He's a little bit more pricey, a lot more, low, however you want to say it, on FanDuel. He's 1,300 more on DraftKings. Don't mind the 10K price on DraftKings. I don't mind the 10K price on FanDuel. He's a little hefty. Zach LaVine, Tim Hardaway Jr., Richardson, Dwight Powell. I don't mind him. I don't know if I'll get to him. I don't mind him. Dorian Finney-Smith. Those guys are the guys that log most of the minutes. These guys play upwards of 30 minutes, and Dwight Powell might get about, he might get about close to 30 minutes. Don't mind him if you want to go to him as a secondary center option on DraftKings, because you can play two, but I won't be able to get to him on Fanduel in no shape, form, or fashion unless I want to be pretty, unless I'm trying to get cute. Tim Hardaway Jr., somebody who's going to let that ball fly no matter what. And if the minutes are there for him, and if Luka is out, he's really going to chunk it up. Jay Richardson, he can have a game, man. Coming in at 5K, he needs a bounce back game. A feel good game. I want to say a bounce back. He needs a feel good game. Ain't no better spot to get right than against the Bulls, man. We can look, if Luka's out, we can look to guys like Trey Burke, Jalen Brunson, those guys step up into the start lineup. On the Bulls side, Zach LaVine, Kobe White, Otto Porter, Wendell Carter. As of right now, those are the usual suspects. Those are the guys, the main guys we'll be looking at. Zach LaVine, I don't know who would be guarding Zach LaVine. So I just can't really can't pinpoint who would be guarding him. I don't even think I'll probably get to any of my Bulls, sadly to say. I just don't know. He does have a pretty nice price tag at $7,300. I think he's $7,800 on FanDuel. It's just a matter $7,700 on FanDuel. So it's just a matter of me thinking or trying to get there. Otto Porter at $6,200. I probably won't get there either. It's just his price is a little too high over there on DraftKings. He's still $4,400 on FanDuel. Something I don't mind. Like I said, I'm not in love with the Bulls today. Kobe White, $6,100, probably about $5,800 on FanDuel, maybe $59. He's $6,100. I'm not in love with him. But if I was to take somebody from this Bulls team, it probably would be Kobe White. But like I said, I'm not in love with the Bulls today. Moving over to the second from the last games, Phoenix Suns and the LA Clippers. These two guys had a ball last game. He had 62. Leonard had 62 in a loss. Paul George probably had 50-something. He had 55. Paul George has been crushing it. He's crushed it every game this year except for one. So he's been on one. Phoenix has been playing some great defense, so that's something to consider. Who else for the Clippers? Serge Ibaka has been playing cool. He's been playing okay lately, bro. He's been playing okay. 23 there, 30 there, 35, 27. So in those amount of minutes, he needs to see at least 30 minutes. But he's spending that time with Zubac, and that's what's limiting his upside. Lou Williams, probably won't be in play for me. I don't know who would be in play for me from this game, but Lou Williams, I probably won't be able to go to him especially with Brooklyn and this Golden State game coming up. So I probably won't be going there. I don't even know if I'll be going to anyone from this game anyway, but Patrick Beverly, he's pretty cheap. He's pretty cheap, but the upside is limited. Going up against Chris Paul, and it's just a no for me. And that's about it for the Clippers side. These guys are pretty good. The usage is always going to be there. They're going to take 20 shots a game if they have to. The 3-pointers are there. I probably wouldn't bet on Kawhi, but Paul George, it seems like that's pretty much all he does, or maybe half of his shots come from beyond the arc. And as you can see, if you're betting on 3-pointers, this probably be. I don't know about this game, but I wouldn't. If you can get him, his props will be up. His props will be up. He's every game outside of one, he's hit 4 to 5 threes and taking about 8 to 9. Yep, he's in play though for sure. On the Phoenix side of things, you got Devin Booker, who'll probably be facing some Paul George defense, maybe. DeAndre Ayton, the minutes are there for him. If he's out of foul trouble, he can be a viable option. We're going to need him to get 13 or better shots, for sure. He had his best fantasy output against Denver. I don't know if I'll get to him. You know, they got a couple bodies they could throw at him, you know, but and then you got guys like Macau Bridges. He's the minutes are there for him. Would I get to him? Probably not. But the minutes are there for him. He's playing 33, 34, 35 minutes a game. Jay Crowder's and somebody else who's playing all those minutes. He's taking a lot of three-pointers. If he taking anything, he's taking three-pointers. 5 field goal attempts, 4 of them were threes. 11 field goal attempts, 4 of them were threes. 9 of them were threes. 8 threes out of 11 attempts. 4 threes out of 6 attempts. 8 threes out of 13. So he's taking threes. That's what he does. He shoots threes. So you're betting on those player props, those threes. He's someone to consider. And you could get Batum for cheap, but only person I probably would, if I was to pick one person from this game, it would probably be Chris Paul. From this side, from Phoenix team, it would probably be Chris Paul. You get him at $7K. I don't know what he is. Oh, he's $7,200 on Fanduel. Beverly doesn't scare me. It looks like they're gonna need Chris Paul this game. This is a game they're really gonna need him. So, man, he's my favorite play from the Phoenix side, Suns side of the ball. Yep. And moving over to the last game of the slate, Portland at Golden State. Golden State just been getting roughed up, man. Poor Golden State, they just been getting roughed up. But hey, you got to be able to take it. If you can dish it, you got to be able to take it, man. So starting on we're starting at the top of the list. We're gonna go with the Portland side of things. They just been doing a blowing out. Don't be surprised if they don't get their ass blew. If they don't blow Golden State out again. Damian Lillard is in play. These guys, him and Curry, they buddies. They tweet at each other and all that. Another guy that's a 3-point candidate for player props. 6 for 10 for 3, 0 for 8. He's shooting. Look, he took 7 3-pointers or better each game this season. So he had himself a game last game, 55 fantasy points, 34 points, 4 rebounds for 8 assists. So he's definitely in play. At 9,800, I don't know. I probably would like to go to him on FanDuel. He's like 9,300 on FanDuel. So he's definitely in play. McCollum, another guy, lights out shooter. He's shooting double-digit three-pointers. Look at that. 11, 16, and 8, and making them, So another dead-eye shooter that's been outrageous, just been balling, If Portland, Golden State could keep this game competitive, that would be awesome. And Nurkic, he didn't play a lot of minutes. He played, 18 minutes last game. Might have ran him off the floor. Probably didn't need him that much. He's got to be coming off that minutes limit soon, but I probably won't be on him. No. This guards thing, the little guys for me over here in this game. Draymond's minutes limit is a no. James Wiseman is probably a no. Robert Covington, I don't mind going to Covington, but if he just happen to fall into my lineup, then I probably would. He's another guy who shoots the 3, shoots the 3. Everything he shoots is probably a 3. So his peripherals, his defensive peripherals and stuff and rebounds was their last game, which pushed him up to almost 30 fantasy points. And same thing with Derrick Jones Jr. Except for he don't take as many threes as the rest of them guys, but this up-paced game with this athleticism and everything led him to 8 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 steals. So that catapulted him over the 33 point fantasy mark. And you will get Gary Trent Jr. back. He's another guy that just bombs threes. His last game against the Lakers, he hit 7 out of 11 three-pointers. But he hasn't played in the last 1 or 2 games. So he'd be looking to step into that rotation. And Carmelo Anthony, he's a shooter right now in his career. And, I just not getting to them. And on the Golden State side, it's just the main guys for me. Stephen Curry, Andrew Wiggins, and Oubre. He just have been playing like shit lately. And probably Stephen Curry and Andrew Wiggins, those are the only 2 guys I'll probably be looking at on that side of the ball if I was to pick anybody from Golden State team. And we would like to see them keep it close. That way we can get we can see a competitive game, man. But Curry is still getting his minutes. He played 34 minutes last game, 45 fantasy points, 12 threes attempts. He made 4. So, you know what it is with Steph Curry and threes. I don't have to go there. Wiggins has been taking the 3 ball as well, man. So, and he's been shooting shots. The way Oubre is playing, you probably want to see Wiggins take more shots, probably 20, man. But he hit 5 of them against Detroit, 5 threes. But, the volume is there for him. 36 minutes, 38 minutes, 33 minutes, 25 and 31. 6,900 on DraftKings. On Fanduel is probably the place where you want to take him. 6,300. So, that's it. That'll do it for this video. Like I said, let me see. Like I said, I love me some Jokic. I don't mind Westbrook. Damian Lillard, he's in play, definitely. It's a rematch of the same game. Loving the price tag on Anthony Davis. Kawhi Leonard is in play. Steph Curry got a nice price tag. Kevin Durant, really nice price tag. Bradley Beal, nice price tag. Kyrie Irving, I think he's in a blow-up spot. Any day now, I think he can blow the roof off of it. McCollum should be at a 9K player the way he's playing. He's 8,400. Joe Val, if I was to go to him on FanDuel, DeMar DeRozan on DraftKings. Levine's probably a no, but he can blow. Murray, his shot should be going up. I'm loving Gobert. I don't mind Mitchell. I like the spot he's in. Chris Paul's probably the only one I'd take from Phoenix. And, if you want to hear whatever else I said, just rewind the video. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out of here, guys. Peace. Good luck. If you can follow me on Twitter, like and subscribe to the video, to my channel. Let me reiterate that. Peace. Good luck today.